Welcome to Coaching for Creatives with Kirsten. My name is Kirsten Call. I'm a therapist-trained life coach and a children's book author. Together, we'll get the drama out of our lives and onto the page. Let's get started. You are listening to episode 105, Overcoming the Winter Blues. Martin Luther King said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that." This is one of my favorite quotes by him because it's not only literally true, but it's also metaphorically true. Light obliterates darkness naturally without even having to try. Seasonal Affective Disorder, sometimes called SAD, capital S-A-D, is a depression that occurs during certain seasons, usually when it gets cold and dark, so end of fall and winter. People need the sun and vitamin D, and we don't get enough of it in winter, certainly not in New England. In fact, vitamin D deficiency is really common here because we have such short winter days. So many people struggle with seasonal depression. It's totally normal, and there are many, many ways to overcome the winter blues. So here they are. Number 1, move somewhere sunny. I know this is pretty impossible for most of us, but how many people who live in Arizona or California or Florida suffer from seasonal affective disorder? It's much less common. But for those of us who need to live in places where the sun is sparse in winter, there are other light solutions. Okay, number 2. This one's really easy. You're likely to be low on vitamin D, so number 2 is take vitamin D. Number 3, spend time outside, even when it's cold. We don't naturally want to go outside when it's 3 degrees outside, but just going outside, even bundled up, helps us feel better. Sometimes a jolt of cold air is just what we need to feel better, which leads me to number 4, which is take cold showers. Cold showers help with any depression because if you can endure a cold shower, everything else during the day seems pretty wonderful. Number 5, get a Happy Light. You can find Happy Lights for sale on Amazon. Happy Light is a brand, but there are other brands of lights that help with seasonal affective disorder. You sit in front of them for 30 minutes a day as soon as you get up, and the light simulates sunshine. You can read or write or do other things, but you just need to make sure the light is bathing your face. This light helps immensely. Number 6, when you're inside, sit by a window. Again, we need light in our lives, natural light, or light from a Happy Light. Number 7, move. The last thing you want to do when you're feeling sad is exercise, but studies show that movement helps us feel better when we're down. So especially if you have a sedentary job, schedule in time for movement. Try to choose something fun. Take a walk in nature. Then you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Walk up and down the stairs. Join a gym or an exercise class. I use a dance app that gamifies my dancing exercise. Perhaps play basketball or some other indoor sport. Number 8, sleep. Make sure you're getting sufficient sleep. This is imperative for emotional health. If your sadness is causing excessive sleep, make sure you get up and move, even if you don't want to. Number 9, hydrate. Did you know dehydration can exacerbate depressive symptoms? Consider finding a water bottle you'd love to keep with you always and drink several refills throughout the day. Number 10, eat well. Okay, so these things seem basic, right? And they are. But have you ever noticed that when you're feeling overwhelmed or depressed, eating well, hydrating, sleeping, and exercise are the first things to go? We stop taking care of ourselves when we don't feel good, even though taking care of ourselves is exactly what we need when we're sad. It's more important than ever. Number 11, make social plans. You might be tempted to isolate yourself in your house. Don't do it. Buy tickets to sports events or concerts. Invite people over. Accept invitations to parties. Decide to host a party. Do everything you can to interact with other people. One of my favorite things I always have on my calendar is my monthly book club. I know I'll be interacting with my fabulous book club ladies every month. You can even combine your exercise with your social plans. I walk with some of my best friends weekly, so we exercise in nature and get some social time together. Number 12, schedule in time to take care of yourself. If you like bubble baths, take the time to take baths. Schedule in time to read a good book or get your hair cut or do anything that feels like self-care. It's hard to do when you're feeling sad, right? Number 13, consider therapy. Of course, I'm a believer in therapy. And if you've tried all the things I've talked about on this episode and you're still feeling sad, find a good therapist. Find a good life coach. Sometimes we need help changing our narratives and finding new perspectives and processing what's going on in our lives. Number 14, remember you are not your depression. You are sad because of chemicals in your brain. Your serotonin happens to be low right now, but these feelings are temporary, and it's okay to feel depressed. In fact, lots of other people are feeling exactly what you're feeling right now. Number 15, if feelings of depression persist, don't resist them. Everything we resist persists. You will feel more depression if you try to stuff it down. Allow yourself to feel sad. Allow yourself to process the emotion. Try all the things we've talked about today. And if your sadness still persists, consider medication. Number 16, find ways to fill your life with light. Or, in other words, lighten up. Find ways to laugh, watch funny movies, read funny books, hang out with people who make you laugh. Do things that uplift you. Invite light and love into your life. So, as you live your life this winter, know you are more than what you feel. It's normal to feel a little low when there's so little light. And remember, as Martin Luther King said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Until next time, keep smiling. If you like what you've heard, check out my Get Yourself Unstuck program. Go to KirstenCall.com. That's KirstenCall.com and schedule a free consultation today. Coaching for Creatives is produced by Kirsten Call. Music and audio engineering by James Call.